Welcome to CXC 2025. Believe it or not, this is the 11th time that we have done this, and we are so happy that all of you are here. I want to take a minute to introduce our founders who are scattered all over the room. We've got Jeff Smith down here in front, Lucy Shelton Caswell, right over here. Vijaya Iyer, where are you? Vijaya's up there somewhere. There she is. There she is. But if you see them, thank them for coming up with this magnificent idea. We are so grateful, and it is so much fun. And we're only in day 2, and there already have been so many special moments. Watching cartoonists who had never met each other before, geek out over something in the reading room, see a fan meet somebody that they have been following for a really long time. It's part of the fun, and we love it. CXC is a collaboration. I don't know how many people know that, but Jeff, Vijaya, and Lucy came up with the idea because multiple organizations in Columbus, Ohio, the cradle of cartooning, were doing comics events at the same time. And they said, doing comics events at different times. They said, what if everybody did it at the same time, and then we put it together and added some other guests, and that's what they did. And here we are. Our collaboration partners are the Wexner Center for the Arts, where many of you saw Charles Burns today, CCAD, where Jonan Vasquez will be Saturday night, the Columbus Metropolitan Library, where we'll all spend a magnificent 2 days, and we'll have over 140 artists set up on the expo floor, and you will all spend a lot of money. We've got Ann Telness and Queer Brunch at the Columbus Museum of Art on Sunday morning. We had Ohio Animation Shorts on Wednesday night at the Gateway Theater. Another packed house where we had to, a couple of us went and stood in the corner so that there would be room for other people. And of course, no list of our collaborators would be complete without the Billy Ireland Cartoon Library and Museum, Comics Heaven. CXC does not happen without a lot of money from a lot of people in a lot of places. We are a 501c3 nonprofit, and as you know, all of our events are free and open to the public all the time. We would like to thank the Greater Columbus Arts Council, the Ohio Arts Council, PNC Bank, UBS, White Castle, Dan, I'm forgetting somebody because I didn't write them down today. Orange Barrel, Seventh Son, who is hosting us tonight at a glorious after party where we will have our own special beer in honor of our Japanese guests who came all the way from Japan. But please patronize our sponsors. They're awesome, and they never tell us what to do with the money, which is really fun. Also, the Japan Foundation New York and JPIC. How could I say that without mentioning the fabulous beer that Seventh Son is making for us? CXC also does not just happen with a small handful of us. We have committees for everything. A committee figures out the programming every year. Most of them are from our venue partners, and then other people who come in with their vast comics knowledge, and they throw everybody into a hat, and then eventually it gets turned into the show by our co-chairs, Craig Campbell and Ben Toll. We have an exhibitor selection committee run by our own Maggie, which actually is representatives from all over the country. It's not just people from Columbus, and they go through and go through all the applications, of which there are hundreds, to come up with our exhibitor selection. We have an awards committee who votes and discusses and sometimes fights about who is going to get awards. We now have an education committee, which we've been getting off the ground the last couple of days, and with the help of Dan Garino and PNC Bank, we were immersed in a school here, a largely Spanish-speaking population school here in Columbus, and through PNC, we are able to offer transportation for those students to come to the festival on Saturday and participate in Kids Track. And then there's the not so fun stuff, which Dan also heads up fundraising. And then we've got the finance committee, the executive committee, and the operations committee. And I bring up the ops committee because they're not here, with the exception of me. They're down at the library setting up for tomorrow. So if you see someone in one of the mint green t-shirts, or especially if you see James Moore or Katie Avila, tell them thank you. They are here making all of this happen for all of us. So yes, please thank a volunteer. Thank all of our special guests. If you got one of our little flyers that has them all on there, it's kind of like a thing that you see put in the post office. I mean, no, not that. But it's got portraits of everybody. Say hi to a special guest. They go out of their way to come here and make this show really, really special. Buy from an exhibitor. These people pay money to get here and to buy tables and to set up down there. And we also are doing a lot of stuff to try and get other people to come in, so it's not just your money running around the room. But yes, do it and go to an after party. You can drink Japanese beer, you can do karaoke, you can meet more of your favorite artists. We do have some announcements about CXC's future. Due to the behemoth that is Ohio State football, we used to get their schedule 2 to 3 years in advance. And last year we got it right before Christmas. 8 months is not enough time to plan a show and get hotel rooms and all that good stuff. So we are going to take next year off. Jenny has some additional announcements about that, so she'll give some more details when she comes up after me. We will reappear in April 2027. Bigger, better, and here again. And we will have a series of events between now and then to keep up appearances and also to entertain all of you. So we hope that you will participate with us. And with that, welcome. Thank you for being here. And if I didn't say it, I'm Rebecca Perry. I'm on the board.
Thank you, Rebecca. And I just want to say thanks to all the board and the staff and the volunteers of CXC. You all are amazing, and we could not be more honored and proud to partner with you on this event. So thank you very, very much. Applause. So my name is Jenny Robb, and I'm the head curator of comics and cartoon art here at the Billy Ireland Cartoon Library and Museum. And we have had just, I think, a phenomenal 2 days here. This has been so exciting, amazing programs. How many people got to do the behind-the-scenes tour, which is always a lot of fun. I just want to say thank you so much to the staff of the Billy Ireland and the staff of the university libraries who have helped with our open house display, with our exhibits, with everything that we do. We really just couldn't do it without them. So a round of applause for the Billy Ireland team and university libraries. So I also have a little bit of a sad announcement, which is that we are temporarily closing our museum as of November 9th of this year. And it will be closed until May 21st of 2026. That reason for that is a construction project that they're doing in the building that doesn't have a lot to do directly with us, but that has to be done. So when we reopen on May 21st in 2026, we will have brand new ductwork in the ceiling. Very exciting. But also a brand new, expanded, upgraded, and improved permanent exhibition, as well as a temporary exhibition of the work of Chris Ware. And he will be designing that exhibition for us, so you all... Also, next summer, I'm very pleased to announce that the Comic Studies Society will be holding their annual conference here from June 11th to the 13th, and the National Cartoonist Society will be meeting here from August 6th to the 8th of 2026. So it will be an extremely exciting summer, and we're working with CXC to figure out ways that they can partner with those conferences. So stay tuned, you'll be hearing more announcements. And I also just want to mention that when CXC returns in April 2027, it will coincide with the Billy Ireland Cartoon Library and Museum's 50th anniversary. So it's going to be a major party. I'm looking at Lucy Caswell, who started it all. Lastly, I just want to say a special shout out to Andros and Ben Toll, the curators of the Motion Lines exhibit. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's amazing. And Carol Tyler, Julia Green, and John Kelly, who curated and designed our Carol Tyler exhibition. So thank you. I just want to mention also that we have a couple new programs that we've started here. One is a new museum education program. We're really excited to be doing more work with K through 12 classes and more workshops and activities for families and kids here at the museum. And also we are launching a traveling exhibition program. One of the first exhibitions that's part of this program, Exploring Calvin and Hobbes, will be at the Fenimore Museum of Art in Cooperstown, New York, where the Baseball Hall of Fame is. From September 13th to December 31st of this year. Very exciting. And now I'm going to turn things over to my fabulous colleague, Caitlin McGurk. But first, please help me congratulate her on winning the Eisner Award for her book about Barbara Sherman.
Okay, that's weird as hell. That's too much. Thank you, Jenny. Thanks everyone for being here. I'm here in my capacity as the chair of the CXC Awards Committee. So before I get to handing out the first award, I want to make a really special announcement, which is that we had a CXC first today, right over here on the Garfield bench. Haley Buck and Stephen Arnold got engaged. Congratulations, guys. Okay. So I'm going to kick off tonight's award ceremony with the presentation of the Master Cartoonist Award, which recognizes significant and sustained professional artistic accomplishments of an individual in our field. So this year, we are delighted to give this award to an artist with an unmistakable singular visual style, who has given us dreamlike and often nightmarish stories since the early 80s in Raw magazine, and somehow managed to make adolescence even weirder and certainly more beautiful than it was with his groundbreaking series, Black Hole. Congratulations, Charles Burns. From Big Baby to the Knit Knit trilogy, to his covers for The New Yorker and The Believer, album art for the likes of Iggy Pop and The Hives, and his most recent releases like Comics and Final Cut, Burns continues to draw upon existential horror, memory, and human psychology to push the boundaries of what comics can explore. He weaves the work that he loves, like classic sci-fi, B-movies, and old comic books, into comics that we love, that have influenced generations of artists to come with no sign of stopping. So for his dedication to the craft, vision, and originality, we are proud to recognize Charles Burns with the Master Cartoonist Award.
I just want to look out at that audience for a second and take us all in. Thank you. Gosh, I don't feel like a master anything, but okay.
All right. on to the next, to give out the Transformative Work Award, I want to bring up our artistic director, Jeff Smith.
All right, I did not know who won this, but I'm actually really, really glad about this person. I first saw this guy's stuff when I was just getting into comics. My wife and I were just starting to we created cartoon books, we were starting to do Bone, but we were just kids trying to figure out how the industry worked. And one of the guys that I seemed to always get stuck next to was this really funny guy who was making little self-published, folded over copies, like at Xerox. And they were the funniest freaking things I've ever read. And it's Matt Feazell. I should have said more, but that's all I could think of. I actually have a drawing he did framed and hanging in my living room. It's that good. You're that good.
Well, this is pretty incredible. We all start drawing our comics in school notebooks, and they're always look kind of like stick figure comics, and that's the golden age of cartooning. So I'm happy to have gotten as old as I am, and am still drawing stick figure comics. And
All right, so the next speaker will be Dan Giorino, and here he comes now.
Hey everyone. So I'm here to present the Tom Spurgeon Award. So the Spurgeon Award honors those who made substantial contributions to the field of comics but are not cartoonists. It's named after Tom Spurgeon, a writer and a champion of the comic arts. He's CXC's founding executive director, and he's also a great guy and was our dear friend. So this year's award. What if this year we were to recognize a pioneering retailer who co-owned a comic shop when he was still in high school, who later co-founded one of the earliest and most successful comic shop chains? Okay. But what if we recognized a groundbreaking comics distributor who helped to bring underground comics across the country, who helped to bring manga and Euro comics to US audiences? Way before, decades before this was the kind of thing when this was truly groundbreaking stuff. Or what if we gave this award to someone who has an impeccable eye for cool things, for weird things, and for cool, weird things? Well, we did that. We found a guy who's all of those things. It is my honor to present the Spurgeon Award to Bud Plant.
Wow, that's impressive. That's impressive. Well, hey, thank you so much. It's been a real treat to come here because I really didn't know much about Billy Ireland Museum at all. And I don't travel quite as much as I used to back in the 70s and 80s when we were driving to New York conventions in Houston and Dallas, and Oklahoma, and even San Diego. But so I I wouldn't be here otherwise, and I'm really, really impressed by what you guys are doing here with CXC. I was already thinking I should come back, but now it's going to have to be 2 years, I guess, from now, unless it's for a special event. But this is just amazing, and thank you very much, everyone, for the appreciation.
Okay, so there is one more award, the Emerging Talent Award, that gets given out tomorrow on the show floor. So, and what time is that at? 2 p.m.? Between 3 and 3:30. So stay tuned tomorrow for that. And I'm going to bring Rebecca back up here to close us out. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you, our award winners. Everybody, I hope you all go out and have a wonderful weekend. We're not even halfway done yet. And so tonight we've got movies across the way. We've got an after party at Seventh Son starting at 9. We'll see you at the library tomorrow for the expo. Thank you all for being here, and have a good CXC.